Hey, welcome to Anfield. To anyone who wants to come here and win, basically at the moment, it was Liverpool 1, PSV 4. Now listen, I wasn't here at the weekend for the Forest one. I watched that one at home in the end, and they were poor, but ultimately the people who were in the ground really felt that last weekend, and I wanted to refrain from real over-the-top judgment of things until I'd experienced that for myself. Well, I got it tonight. In spells, on the ball, Liverpool are quite good, actually. Probably no, I can't say the better team, because ultimately they scored 4 and we scored 1, and that's football. This team is broken. This team is totally and utterly broken. And is it psychological? Is it tactical? Is it in terms of motivation and stuff? I honestly have got no idea. Probably all of the above. There are elements of this team that do work. And I think, look, in possession, this is the hardest thing for me, because I'm not a real analytical thinker when it comes to the game. I just like the thrill and moment. I like to feel emotions, positive ones generally, when I'm watching football. So the defensive side of things is not my forte. So I tend to watch what Liverpool do well on the ball, and I saw lots of good things that Liverpool did on the ball. But again, if you're not going to score goals, you're going to leave yourself open, particularly when Liverpool are so defensively porous. Three of the goals come down the other end of the pitch. That's right, yeah. So I couldn't tell you loads about how they came about. But what I will say is, I thought first half, Liverpool played well, Liverpool dominated, Liverpool created an environment where we had them penned in to their half, and we were creating chances, and we looked dangerous. We did, we were causing them problems. Probably should have scored more. The fact that we went behind again, look, we keep saying it was one of them. It was one of them. We keep having ones of them. They're starting to stack up. Penalty decision, it's a handball. Virgil's hand is up in the air, and it's a penalty. But to get back in the game, to keep going and to get back in, it's sound. And I genuinely thought, we'll come out here and just beat them in the second half. We came out worse, miles worse in the second half. And I honestly have got no idea what they did or what was said at half time, but they came out super sluggish, and PSV came out and came at us. Ekatike just looked they just looked stoned when they came out for the second half. Listen to the PSV fans, living their absolute best lives. I'm gonna have to have a real deep think and have lots of deep thoughts about what happens next for Liverpool. It's not up to me. Ultimately, it's up to Michael Edwards and it's up to Richard Hughes what happens next. But Liverpool have just lost too many games of football. You can't lose that many games of football and have people not question the manager's situation. I don't know whether they should sack him or not. My general opinion is you should only sack a manager if you can guarantee that you're going to get someone better in. So sack Brendan Rodgers because Jurgen Klopp's there. I don't know who's on the market, who's better. At this point, there will come a point where anyone will be better, because someone might come in and get us winning games again. We showed, it's only a few weeks since we won 2 really good games back to back, and showed this team's capable. And in the attacking play, I don't think Liverpool are a million miles away from being able to win games. But in terms of the all-round commitment, Szoboszlai sticks out like a sore thumb because of his work rate, because he feels unique in it. Virgil van Dijk having to throw reducers in to show the team how to do it is bad. It's bad. Nice one, mate. It's bad. It's all really, really bad, and I wish there was a quick fix for it. And unfortunately, I honestly don't know what it is. I don't think Liverpool's ownership structure, and I mean the people who are involved in the football side of things. So I mean Michael Edwards. Michael Edwards is no fool, and I don't think they're cowards. I don't think they're afraid to make tough decisions. And sacking the manager is a tough decision, and keeping him is a tough decision, one way or the other at the moment, because you've got to have something at this point now. You've got to have some kind of deep belief that it's going to turn around. big way in the back half of the season, and soon, to be honest, because ultimately you're going to have the weight of the fans as well. There were some boos at full time. The chorus of "We Love You Liverpool" at the end was louder, but that will shift. That shift will continue in coming weeks. Liverpool don't win more games of football. Sorry, yeah, it's dire. That is absolutely dire. That felt like a team ultimately whose confidence absolutely crumbled into dust by the end of that. And 4-1 is the kind of result that comes when you're putting final nails in coffins of teams, seasons and regimes at the football club. I don't have loads of experience to go through this, but I've been doing this long enough that I remember the end of Kenny, and I remember the second time around, the end of Hodgson, the end of Brendan, and obviously Klopp is completely different. This is different again. There is obviously deep-rooted emotional issues in the squad that should be taken into account. But I don't know. I honestly don't have a solution. I don't know how we balance having a good moral stance and being able to cut the slack to a team that are grieving, and the fact that we want Liverpool to win football games because that's what they should be doing. So yeah, obviously all the best to Maych and Richard Hughes. We kind of have to put trust in the guys who get paid the big bucks to make the big decisions. It's a big decision one way or the other. Whichever they do, we'll get behind it because we're Liverpool fans. But yeah, I don't know what I would do right now. What would you do? Let me know in the comment section underneath, because it's dire. It's pretty dire at the moment. More analysis. I don't think our left-hand side functions very well. That's something you need to sort out. We're obviously short of defensive reinforcements. Can Gomez play more games? Kanate's really having a struggle at the moment. But look, it feels nitpicky. This team is broken. There are just huge issues that need to be resolved, and I don't know whether this is one where everyone's just got to knuckle down and get the teeth and crack on. Have they got the ability to do that? Because it feels like the only way they're going to get themselves out, whether you're going to be manager or not, still going to have to dig deep and go again and go harder. Doesn't matter who you put in charge, you've got to work much harder and more collectively to get Liverpool through this. So have the team got that in them? It remains to be seen. We'll have to see.